This is 9 to 5 to riches with stocks, part 4. Currently, we are up nearly 1% or $280. We're at all-time high. In the past 3 months, I'm up 7,500. Past 1 month, 1879, and then week 1700, and this is today. This is the all-time. At a low of negative 20K, with a base of $43,265 of my own money for my 9 to 5 I put in. Okay, so how are we going to get this to zero, and then how are we going to get back up here to where we're up money? Let's see. Look at VU. How are we doing today? 547. Instead of making a... So when I looked in the chart here, I was looking for a 5% drop. It ended up recovering off a 4% drop off highs, which is roughly right here, 524 to 520. About a 4% or 3.5% recovery bounce. And now we are 5% above that. So we're at, this is 21%. You can look on the top left, 21%, 20%. And then right now we're at 26. So it's roughly, we're up 5%. So this is potentially the new base. So here we're at 26. This is 20. That's a 5% drop roughly. So the next pullback should come around here. And this is when I'm going to come in. We don't know how long it's going to take. It could take a few weeks. We could chop a little bit higher. We could hit this support at 22% froth highs, which is 4% from highs, and that could also be a buy. But there's way more consolidation right here, around 525, and of course 522, 523, which I kind of got in, and I sold my shares because I thought we could potentially come down here due to election, but we ended up being very bullish on this election, which is good. Many people are up. I am up on the 30% that I do have in here, and of course I'm holding Tesla. Got in at about 218. We're up 36.6% just today, 3%. Doing not bad, not bad. Slow climb, and I want you guys to remember, if you are new or you're not new, or you have a $100 account or a $100 million account or 10 million or 1 million, doesn't matter. To make money, you have to learn how to not lose money. Listen to that again. To make money, you need to learn the many, many ways on how to not lose money in the stock market. Okay. So, to not lose money, I'm not buying at the top. That's one. Where are we now? We're at the top. We have a ascending wedge. So look at the bottoms of this. If I draw a line from here, 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 huge ascending wedge. The base is 30%. It's up about 5-6%. I believe we are going to touch down here again. Or at least, honestly, we might. I think we're eventually going to hit the 511 or 515 again. 511 is 27% to 36. That's a 10% drop. If we have potential recession type stuff, we can very well see this chop around here a little bit and then slowly come down to the 511 when it's like oversold, and see a bounce at right about here, 511, where there's also a close support at 506, and right here 510, 511 where it caught, and then again about 515. So around this here, about a 10% from highs where we are now is where I'm going to be buying. And for now, I was thinking of selling a covered call on VOO for the next couple weeks to profit, but I don't want to get stuck up here in case a pullback from this strong vertical move happens quickly. Typically, a move will half itself on the chop to build some base. It does have a lot of base here, so it can keep going higher. It really can. But I won't be surprised if we break this base right here at a negative 2%, which is nothing. Pull back to previous highs, and if there is real negative sentiment, we break this base here at 522. Could potentially get a bounce at 496 with a 10% drop, or like I said, 511 with a roughly 10% drop, and that would be a nice buy. But like I said before, I said roughly 5%, and it recovered at 4 the last time we were talking about VU. And I'm up 4.5%, if we did the math on this, and I did go nearly all in, 25,000 plus 4%, it'd be up 1 grand, $1,000 more than I am now, which I would only be down 6,800, which is pretty awesome. But 1,000 or 2,000, I'm not really too worried because I do know the account will fluctuate. That's not a big deal. We're focused on a long-term mission, and we want to position properly though. Obviously, I should have positioned right here, but I do think on the 1 year, it's overbought. The 5 year, look at this. COVID pandemic, insane pullback. We went all the way back here where there's pretty much the most consolidation is where it came back to from this high. So where's the most consolidation here? Right about here. Which is insanely low, 436. It's about a 40% pullback on SPY, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to come to the next support, which is closer to all this consolidation down here, and I think we're going to get a bounce around 500 to 510. So yeah, for now, even look at Tesla. If you're in Tesla, I used to be 100% Tesla portfolio, and I was really, people would say diversify, and I did, and it wasn't a good idea. But I did try to time things a little bit too much. We were at 516 bounce right here, and I assumed we would get to 200, but we did not. We did previously. I just kind of missed it in the previous month, but I thought we would come again 216 here, and we bounced off the 214 low, which coincides with this here, about 214 low. And on the 5 year, about 214 low. Okay. So yeah, even though things are kind of moving and things look bullish and things are pumping, I'm not going to jump on the trade. Or maybe I'll jump on for a day trade, but especially not with how things are right now. Oh, that is real. I thought it was lagging. Okay, that's odd. Oh, I guess it is lagging. But yeah. Okay. We'll see things, but I'm definitely not buying up here, because if I do, there's no point in taking a loss to make a few percent, because when things do pull back, we're going to get an effect like we just had recently from a news, which is roughly a 4% move out of nowhere on SPY, or like 20% on something else, and that can easily go in the opposite direction because of how overbought we are. And Trump's coming in. I don't doubt they're going to throw the fan at him, throw the whole zoo at him. They have less power now, the other side, not Trump's side, but I'm sure they can, the Matrix and whatnot, whatever you want to call it, is gonna, not give him too smooth of a run. So we're gonna see some chop. I wouldn't say this is our last opportunity. I have to buy now. So I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna buy when there's extreme fear, not when there's extreme greed. The trend is your friend. Remember that as well. When swing trading and investing and even day trading, the trend is your friend. Stick with the trend. When trends change, wait for confirmation. Once you see some confirmation, a break of the trend, especially like look at this halfway point below major supports and supports right here and here, it's a time to short. People shorted pretty darn far, and it typically goes a little bit under previous supports to fake people out. People think the previous support is going to be maybe at the top of this 530, and the top of this previous support or now is resistance. See, 530 is resistance now. But what happened? We had such good news that on a third touch here, a third bounce, we bounced off, and I had a huge move in the past week. And why? Because presidential, a lot of the tightening from people not being sure, and companies not being sure. Now they know kind of where the future is going to be a little bit more, so they buy. That is what we have for today. And tomorrow and this week, I'm going to be following the market, seeing what's going on, staying up to date, and just be very patient. Warren Buffett says, the market will remain irrational longer than you can remain patient at times. And this is true. But it's also a time winning system. The stock market is a system of transferring wealth from the impatient people who will sell at a loss and whatnot to people that are patient, that are willing to buy the right times and not overbuy and not overtrade, and simply do things in a correct way when it comes to trying to get profit, and not losing money. As I said before, you got to know how to not lose money to make money, because if you lose 20%, you got to make back 40% to make it back. See what I'm saying? Same thing. I lost 50%. I had to add money. I had to add so much money and make larger percentages and really hone in my skill and my focus to make it back. I had to make double. But I did do it. And all it is just, keeping with the process, staying patient, and wait for the opportunity. Let it come to you. Don't rush things. Don't think that you can magically, I'm probably going to be right here. No. Follow the technicals. Watch what's going on with the economy. How is the state of the world? Is it calm? Is it a little erratic? Is it volatile? Is it jumpy? And be patient. Okay, guys, this is 9 to 5, 9 to 5 job to riches with stocks. And whoa, if you have any more questions, leave a comment below. Like the video, subscribe so you can see my new videos, and don't feel free to check out my previous videos. I'm not cutting that out because I'm working a 9 to 5. I don't have time for that. I mean, I do have time on my boss's time, but take care, guys. And a quick tip: if you want a strong mental, you need a strong physical. Create a healthy lifestyle and environment, and that will hone you into whatever you want. Wherever you water the grass is where the grass will grow. Okay, guys, check out my previous videos. Leave a comment. You need help with some stocks analyzing, you need some advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll give you, I'll tell you what I would do and what I've seen through the 5 years of me waking up at 6 a.m., learning how to trade, going through all the issues, going through bear markets, sideways markets, and up markets, and my experience. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you in another video.